Hey guys, welcome to Prince of Peace Tarot. I'm Justin, and today I'll be doing a reading for those of you with Sagittarius placements in your chart. So if you have Sagittarius anywhere within your chart, this reading can resonate with you. And if it does, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. That way you'll be updated anytime that I put out a reading. Okay guys, so before I jump into your spread, let's say a prayer. Infinite Creator, Olodumare, to my higher self, my Ori, Eshu, Obatala, to the Egun Marine Laye, Holy Spirit, Spirit Guides, to my benevolent ancestors, known and unknown, Florine Williams, Norman Williams, Exius Willie, thank you for allowing me to source the most accurate reading for those with Sagittarius placements in their chart. Okay, guys, let's get into this reading. You know what I want to tell you guys? Being chosen is not easy. All right, you guys are chosen. This is what this reading is telling me, big time. Because your very first card is Judgment in reverse. Okay, if I was to sum this reading up real fast, just from the first card to the last card, it's like, oh, not answering the call and needing to cut out something. All right, cut out something, whatever's blocking you from your destiny. Okay, but we're gonna go through this row by row and see what, Spirit is trying to tell you. So your very first card is Judgment in reverse, okay? Then you have the Five of Cups in the upright. And I've been telling you guys, Five of Cups has been coming out a lot, like a lot, all right? Then you have the Knight of Wands in the reverse. And then you have the Hermit. The Hermit's been coming out a lot for you guys too. Hermit in the upright. But lately, I just been feeling so much more courage when I look at him. Like real courage and strength, right? So your first row, Judgment in the reverse, okay? What this is saying is that you're gonna grow in power, but at a cost, meaning you gotta sacrifice something. The other thing is whatever your taboos are, you're gonna have to stop doing those things. Whatever you feel is holding you back from going forward, you gotta give it up. You're gonna gain more power once you're willing to give something up, okay? You need to respect your agreements, okay? And do what you know you should. Do what you know you should. And I know it's not easy because I go through that same thing all the time. It's really hard trying to stop everything from the past that, brings you comfort. But right now, this is not about comfort because comfort only breeds sameness. And we don't want to live the same patterns in the same life. We want to elevate. We want to expand. We want to grow more abundant. So whatever is holding you back from that, let it go. And one thing that could be holding you back is this Five of Cups energy. Five of Cups is saying you keep focusing on what you don't have and you're not focusing on what you do have. And see, that's that energy I've been picking up a lot for you guys about being too busy, wanting to do more than one thing, trying to make multiple things work for you in case one thing doesn't work for you, So that is causing you more stress and sadness when all these things seem to not be working, but you need to keep your focus on the one thing, the thing like Judgment is saying that you've agreed to do or you feel like your intuition is leading you to. All right. Now, your third card is the Knight of Wands, and this is asking you not to cut corners. All right. Do the hard work. Do the hard work. Don't cut corners. All right. Okay. So, your last card in the row, I think I said your Knight of Wands is the last card. That's your third card. Your last card in the row is the Hermit. All right. Now, the Hermit's been coming out a lot, and it's been talking about a journey. It really does denote for me, for what I'm seeing in the rest of your spread, a hidden opportunity. Okay. And it's really to know when you're supposed to go at something alone. And this is not just about this loneliness with relationships. This is more so endeavors. You guys are, these partnerships are here. You guys in the comments could tell me about whoever you're partnering up with, whether it be good or bad, whatever the experience was. But for some of you out there, you need to go at it alone before you meet the other people or person that you will partner up with. Because, guys, I want to tell you something. When you are on track for things, supposed to meet your husband, supposed to meet your wife, supposed to meet the best business partner, whoever it is you're going to meet, the devil will try to interrupt that. And the devil is the opposite energy of your intention. Because we live in this dualistic world. So it kind of says, you say you want to do something? Well, okay, well then I'm going to challenge you. And we call it the devil. And sometimes it's not really meant to be evil, even though it could feel that way. It really is to challenge you to see, do you really want what you say you want? Right? So when you start that new relationship, right, and the girls or the guys are hitting up your phone and are in your DM, do you answer them back? Do you flirt with them? You know? Or do you want to be faithful to the person you finally said, this is who I want to be with? Do you know that whatever it is for you, whether this is this chosen feeling of I have a destiny, or I have chosen my path, the person I want to be with, you know, just whatever it is, are you going to be faithful to it? Are you going to be faithful to yourself? And if you can be faithful to yourself, then you deserve more, because you know that, you know what you, especially with this, be faithful to what you do have, even if you feel like it's a little bit, because if you're faithful to that, you can have more, right? Not trying to have it all, do it all, okay? So when I say hermit and loneliness, it is really just so you can see what's going on inside of me. Like, what are my shadow parts, right? I do want to be faithful. I do want to, you know, be the best at whatever it is I do, but I need to know my weaknesses. What are my weaknesses and how do I strengthen them or get around them? Not like strengthen them to make them more weak, but, you know, like build them up so they're not a weakness. Like I turn my weakness into a strength. There's some transmutation, right? So the hermit isn't a bad card. Being alone isn't a bad card. You got to know yourself. When they say know thyself, it's about knowing your strengths and weaknesses, not about know thyself as just some know that I'm perfect. All in all, I'm perfect. Because no, while you're here, thyself is not perfect, right? And you need to be more aware. Know thyself is be aware. How my weaknesses hold me back, and what do I do so that those things don't hold me back? What do I really want? What am I willing to do? So that's where that sacrifice comes in, all right? Because we're trying to get to the next level. God knows you are. It's like, right, it's all up in the spread. So 6 of Wands, this is the second row. 6 of Wands in the reverse. 7 of Cups in the reverse, the Chariot in the upright, and then the Devil, okay? All right. So what the 6 of Wands could be saying is you might not know who you are. It says this could be a person that should be guiding others, but you don't know who you are. A person that should be guiding others, but you don't know who you are. What does that mean in the reverse? Because right now I'm not, there is a little bit of a narcissistic person here, but what this is saying is for you chosen ones. So the 6 of Wands on the traditional tarot, he's riding in on a horse and everybody's looking up at the person on the horse and they're applauding him, right? And they want to be like him. And because he's victorious. And that path he's riding down, they're looking up to him and they're following him down that path. So that means whatever he's done is good enough to watch and to emulate, right? This is you. People will be watching and emulating you. You'll be an example, but you gotta know who you are. See, the only way to do that is to answer the call, but both of these are in the reverse. Your phone is off the hook for some of you out there. Some of you, you've picked up the phone and then you hung it up because you're like, I'm not ready. I'm not about that yet. And really, that's where that sacrifice part comes in. Sacrifice to be who you're supposed to be. So you are a leader. You are supposed to be leading others. And the other thing is asking you to do is not to do too many things. Don't do too many things. Try not to complain a lot, all right? And don't argue with yourself. Don't argue with yourself. Try not to complain. Yeah, 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups can talk about confusion. All right, 7 of Cups is confusion, trying to release illusions. This is asking you to get out of your head, okay? Get out of your head. Get curious about, what it is that you're supposed to be doing. Also, because this is where the road gets dark, this is what I want to warn you about people being curious about you, or you being curious about others who seemingly have more than you. All right, be really, really careful because your Chariot says that you're in a position for success and progress. Look at, this is beautiful. Look at that gold, okay? You're in a very good position in your life for success and progress. And it could be people kind of poking around to see, what are you about? And what are you doing? And what are you doing? And because Six of Wands told you don't do so many things, you should not be trying to poke around looking to see what other people are doing and how can I succeed like them? I mean, because my thing is going so slow. So what are you doing? There's a sense with the Chariot is like, mind your business. Mind your business, and anybody coming in looking into your stuff, make sure they mind theirs, okay? Don't go poking around where you shouldn't be, because you might drive straight into some devil energy, okay? Be careful with that. The other thing that the devil is saying, because the devil is a little naughty in the spread, but it's also a little bit more honest. And that's the thing. You guys got to be honest with who you are and what you want. Be honest with who you are and what you want. That's what I feel too with the Chariot and the devil. Okay? See, because you could be feeling like something is holding you back. All right? And it could be that I'm not going to achieve something. I'm not going to get what I want. You know, there could be a certain dollar amount, a certain job, a certain home, whatever it is, a certain type of relationship that you know you really want and you feel like I can't get it. But where does that from? Where does that come from? There's something inside of you that is stopping you from getting what you want. It believes that you should be held back. And see, that part is what causes you to give in to the thing you know you should just give up. See, you give into that because you go, what I'm thinking is too big. It's too big and I need to stay where I am. That's what your ego is saying. That's what that negative program in your mind is saying. You got to remove the program, sacrifice that program, and keep it moving. Okay? Keep it moving. All right. Now, your third row, we have the Ace of Wands, Temperance in the reverse, King of Wands in the reverse, Queen of Swords in the upright. And it's funny because in this spread, we have the devil and then we have an angel. But our angel is in reverse. Okay? So we have the devil and an angel. Duality, again, with some duality. But Ace of Swords in the future space. This is an opportunity. And then the Queen of Swords is the last card. First card is a sword, and the last card is the Queen of Swords, and that's wisdom. All right? So be wise. Be wise with this opportunity. Protect it. I keep getting the message of protection because some of you guys really are going to have lucrative ideas, lucrative partnerships, things that are really going to be what you want, make you a lot of money, give you longevity. The other message I was getting from your reading is you need a plan, okay? Because when you get aces, and you guys have been getting a lot of aces lately, it's talking about nurturing something, giving it attention, relationships, jobs, projects. And here I'm getting this, you need at least to plan out 5 to 10 years. All right. You don't want to lose steam. Whatever this is that's going to be yours and it's going to pop, it's going to be great in the moment. Right. And it may be great in the year or the next 2 years. But you don't want to just sit with that, rest with that, and not know how to change it up and be in the game, you know, of reinvention. OK, for whatever it is, because you're going to have to keep changing and you're going to want this one thing to last you some years. So you have a good cushion for yourself. So later on, you don't got to think up so many things. You could just retire and chill. All right. Get yourself in a space where I'm cool. I am cool. Right. So what do we have? We're at Temperance. Temperance in the reverse. That could be talking about imbalance. All right. You need to balance yourself out. Have more harmony. OK. Also, it's destiny. OK, especially with the Chariot. Chariot and Temperance is destiny, it's guidance. Trust your inner guidance. Inner guidance. Because here, King of Wands is just like the Judgment in the Six of Wands. You're meant to be a leader whether you believe it or not. You're meant to be a leader whether you believe it or not. Okay? But it also is telling you to be careful of power imbalances. And that's what I told you about, people coming in to poke around and see what you're doing. People who seemingly have more than you, okay? be careful. Some people seem like they have more than you, but it's just a facade or an illusion. And they actually need you more than you need them. And they know that, you just don't, okay? Be mindful of that, all right? Because Seven of Cups in reverse, could, with the devil there, could talk about people who have a past that's darker than you think. A past that is darker than you think, so they create illusions. So be careful. Use that intuition and discernment about who you work with. Your last card is the Queen of Swords, all right? And that's the same thing. What this is saying is don't mistake, excuse me, don't mistake status for knowledge for yourself or for anyone else. Don't mistake, oh, because I got a big following. Sorry, guys. Sorry about that. Because I have a big following, I must know a lot. Or because that person has a big following, they must know a lot. They can help me and I could trust them. So don't mistake status for knowledge, all right? The other thing it's asking you to do is be humble, okay? Because this King of Wands kind of isn't being that humble in the reverse. This is asking you to check your ego, okay? So yes, be humble and respect what you know, because that's the thing. Someone else coming in and you looking at someone with status and you think they know more than you, and you might actually know more than them, right? Just because you're starting something new or, you know, your project isn't, you know, as well known yet, okay, yet, doesn't mean that you're not knowledgeable, you're not smart, and what you have isn't the right thing. It is the right thing. So if you trust your intuition about how you want to do something, go ahead and trust that intuition. Don't let anybody talk you out of what you know to be right. It's okay to take in people's opinions, but sit with all the knowledge you get and go with what your intuition tells you to do first. Okay, guys? That's the message that I have for you. If you're chosen, go ahead and take that mantle up, okay? Otherwise, you're going to repeat the same mistakes again. Or not only that, not only repeat the same mistakes again, there will be no movement. You will only get the same thing. And I know there's an energy of elevating. I keep saying, like, you guys are moving to the next level, and you really are, but you can't be afraid of the position you're about to take, okay? You can't keep chasing things that don't want you and don't serve you. Can't keep chasing behind people or jobs or situations that they just feel safe. You got to get a little uncomfortable. Get uncomfortable. Don't cut corners. Don't fall into illusions. And you got to find out who you are. Because because you're gifted, people are going to listen to you, follow you, and you don't want to lead them astray because you're leading yourself astray. So when you know who you are and how you should be, stick with that. Stick with it, okay? That's the message that I have for you. If it resonates with you, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. That way you'll be updated anytime that I put out a reading. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, the link to book is in the description box below. If you would like a 30-minute recorded reading, go ahead and email me at PrinceofPeaceTarot@gmail.com, and I'll email you a link back of your reading. All the prices for the reading are in the description box below. And the next group reading will be September 26th. September 26th, that's the last Sunday of the month, and I'll figure out what time it's going to start. I don't know whether or not I want to do it in the evening or the afternoon, but I'll figure it out soon. All right, guys, I hope you enjoy your night. See you later.